Oh, welcome again to Pennsylvania. And we got about 30 degrees. It's not too terribly cold. I just got some stuff to do today. Oh, I hate this frickin' pocket. Got to get my pocket sewed shut on my coat here. But I'm too cheap to buy fenders for my Beetle, so I've been working on some headlight mounts. And they're not quite done yet, but the basic form is there. These are off a 1930 Chevy, and I had them sitting up higher. I had them bolted to these holes, but it looked like one of them Citroen 2 CVs, and I didn't like that, so I lowered them. That's the way it is. I got to go to a company in Australia to get halogen bulbs that'll drop into them, so I don't feel like cobbling. These needed rewired all the way, and wasn't too bad to do. But what I'm out here to do today, get some wrenches, and yeah, I think wrenches will do it. So I'm going to get that carburetor off the Scout today. We'll be with you in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, my door was giving me a little bit of trouble, so I adjusted it. It's working a lot better now. And we're going to see if I can warm this up before I take the carburetor off, so at least I can not be working on a cold block of steel. Plus it's neat to see if they start. And there she goes. No problem. Alright, I'm going to let it warm up a little bit and we'll get back to it in a little bit here. Alright, well, the reason I'm taking this carb off, it's not working right, obviously. Okay, it chokes all the way in right now, but when you rev it, well, you heard that fire. You get a bunch of that crap. Pull the choke out about halfway, and then you can actually run it and work it and stuff, but it goes into that loping type of idle, and I don't like that. So a guy, oh, what's the channel name, ElderlyIron, just the same way it sounds is how it's spelled, ElderlyIron. He really seems to know his shit about what he's doing. He said take this carb off and soak it in apple cider vinegar because there's corrosion in there, maybe, that a carb dip won't touch. I already soaked this thing in a carb dip, but it really didn't do anything, so we're gonna try that. Okay, so what we got here is real basic. Single barrel Holly, I think it's a 1904. Real simple carb, and I like carburetors and breaker points because I can understand them and I can work on them. I don't care much for computer type of stuff. Oh, looks like I'm gonna need a flathead. Hang on a minute. Okay, and we're back. I don't know if you can see, but don't mind the bandana. I like to remain a little bit anonymous. Now it's funny, and my dad figured this out. When you're going for a flathead or a Phillips, they'll all mutate. They'll all turn into the kind of screwdriver you don't want. If you want flatheads, they'll all turn Phillips. If you want Phillips, they'll all turn into flatheads. So you got to be quick and catch them. Okay, that throttle linkage, that comes off real easy if you put the right wrench on it. That's a 10. Yeah. well, it's actually not a 10, but I have metric stuff, and a lot of it crosses over. Like a 10 is a 3/8, half inch is 13 millimeter, stuff like that. I mean, some of them are real close and some of them aren't. Like a 10 and 3/8 are not quite right, but usually they'll get the job done. I should get my ass around and get a set of standard wrenches, but I'm cheap. Okay, well, I ran out of memory, but you didn't really miss much. I just took off one of the bottom nuts for the carburetor, and we'll get back to it. If anyone has one sitting around, I'm shooting on a Sony CyberShot. It's a DSC-W1, and it's a SanDisk Memory Stick Pro, but it ain't the Duo. And if you have a pretty big one, like a gigabyte one or something sitting around that you don't want, and you wanted to give it away, I'll take it. You can message me and I'll give you my address and all that crap. I'll cover postage. Alright. Now there it's loose, but the vacuum advance has to come off. I got the vacuum advance hooked to the bottom of the carburetor here, and I'm pretty sure that's where it's supposed to go, but I could be wrong. This has happened before. Boy, and she's stuck on there. Yeah. I guess I kind of look like an Alaskan train robber or something. I don't know. I don't want your money though. I just want the train. Alright, there she's loose. As you can see, not much of a carburetor. It's just a simple little thing, and that's why I like it. Real easy to work on. And that's what I like. Stuff that's easy to work on. Let's get this bowl cover off. Drain the gas out as much as I can, because I'm going to take this inside, and if I get gas all over the place, the wife will probably skin me. One. We got gas dumping out of it already. I'm hoping this works, because, well, lovely AutoZone. I don't even like dealing with them guys too much. I'd rather deal with the smaller guys. But AutoZone can't even get them, and if they could, I think the carburetor would be like 260 something, or maybe 270 even, I forget. Alright, there's the float bowl cover off. And that guy, ElderlyIron, he also does this old truck, Redneck Restorations. He was talking about float drop, and I don't know, that's how far my float drops, that's how far it comes up. So I don't know if that's right. I don't know a whole lot about working on carburetors. I actually did grow up with mechanical fuel injection, so that's what I was used to. So there you go, that's the inside of the carburetor. If anyone can tell me about it, I'll appreciate it. And I'll put up the results of the apple cider vinegar soak when it's done. Take care.